am your boy Nemo.
And I'm your girl, Had to Be Nice.
And this is
Podcast and Breakfast.
episode
5.
This 5?
It's 5.
Okay.
Wow. It's going so fast, I'm getting lost.
Yeah. We usually do 10 in a season, so be looking for 5 more after this, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we really got some more to say.
Yes. How you doing this morning / not evening, but afternoon?
I'm good.
You had a little cough there this morning.
That was last night.
Last night. Yeah.
That's why my voice. I already, got a deep voice for a female. I think it's a little deeper today. A little raspy.
Okay. So what was going on?
Well, nobody helping me.
I heard you coughing. I said, get some water.
Yeah.
You want some water? You want some orange juice?
Yeah.
You want some vinegar water?
That's a vomit. No. You ever get that? Do you ever get that? That where it's like you breathing, but you catch a dry spot in your throat?
Yeah. I think everybody gets that. Yeah.
But
at some point.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, I didn't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like coughing like a smoker, and then it was a dry cough, and it was like I had to hold my stomach. It was just so much pressure.
Right.
Gave me a headache. I still had a headache this morning.
Yeah, I had a small one this morning.
It's still there. The tingle is still there.
Yeah, and the weather is changing a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, some days it's 75, and then it drops to high 57 or
with clouds.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different in the air. So
Yeah.
But how you feeling overall? Blessed and highly favored. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. What, you got some beef?
You sleep well?
I slept okay.
Good.
I slept okay.
I was disturbing you.
No, you was fine. I got up this morning
bright and
early, 6 o'clock, and I watered the grass because it's some warm days coming up, and I'm trying to bring it back a little bit. So I watered the grass. And I got some coffee. I got a water, and now we're here with you. Yeah. So normally, that's our little small talk. So you good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. We good.
Oh, okay.
No, man. So you funny. We're gonna hop right on into it. Jay-Z sells Ace of Spades to Moet for 50% of the stake, and selling majority of title stake for $297 million. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, when that first happened, I didn't see who he sold the titles, like majority.
Square. It was Square. Square.
So it's Jack Dorsey's company.
Twitter, right? Twitter guy, right?
Twitter owner.
Mm-hmm.
Leader of all censorship. Okay. Twitter. I don't care for Jack Dorsey.
Okay.
It's ever since pretty much 2020. Because before 2020, I didn't, you don't get into the owners of who these businesses are and all of that jazz. But when he started censoring accounts and then took down Trump and everybody who was trying to, just spread more truth, he flipped it and made it seem like everybody was a terrorist.
Right.
And started censoring accounts. Now, we get that that's his platform, right? He's the owner. We always talk about ownership of platforms. They can do whatever they want, right? When they want. But it comes a time when a company that massive starts to censor people because of what they say or opinions, when that's all Twitter ever was about.
Right.
You got a problem. Now you violating rights, and what happened to free speech, and this is America. And so I thought that was a Jack move.
Jack.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Jay-Z always got some strange things up his sleeve.
I know the biggest thing I noticed about this deal was the timing of it, right? And I always say, there's no coincidences. Things are, they are what they are for the time that they need to be, right?
Right.
So I looked at, we haven't spoke to Jay-Z. For somebody that's,
We haven't spoke to Jay-Z.
but not us. Yeah, that sounds wild.
We haven't. He hasn't given us a response.
But I mean, for as a people, right?
Yeah.
The fans, and no one's seen them, no one heard them.
Yeah.
In this time of the quote unquote pandemic, and I'm not saying that is something that he created, right? This is something that just happened, right? He's just an artist, but being so outspoken about the NFL and that has really nothing to do with us, right? And the kneeling and all that, right? So I thought going towards the NFL and all the things that he speak about that's so here with it. He was weirdly quiet in this time, and he comes back, and the first thing he sells us and tells us about is this Monogram company, which is a weed company, and champagne. And I'm like, okay, liquor, weed and liquor, he came back with.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, there's a lot to celebrate, just life in general, but really, right now, who is buying? Going out right now buying bottles and bottles and bottles of Ace of Spades.
No, nobody.
I
don't get it. It's all a distraction.
Yeah,
for something else that's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah, of course it is. I think it's a bigger thing that sometimes I see things and I have to be quiet about it. I kind of gotta be. I have an opinion, just like everybody else has an opinion, but my opinion doesn't fit the status quo of society. Right. And I don't care about what people think or say. It's just that I let it play out and then say, okay, it is what I thought it was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But another deal. I guess don't mean anything. The timing of it.
Remember the radio show we did when Tidal was just coming out?
Yeah, and I told people what it was going to be. I think a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon of, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But then everybody came over there, which I said that, and that's up on Has to Be Nyce YouTube channel too. We did an interview about it.
Is it on?
That's on there. You can go. It's like a radio. What is it?
That was Nyce Radio.
Nyce Radio. And you interviewed me and we talked about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you hear me then, I had nothing. It was all positive as far as an artist standpoint.
Yeah.
I knew that it will transcend to all artists going that way, which they have. Everybody want, no matter if you're underground or you biggest artist in the world, everybody wants to be on Tidal.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good platform. Like I thoroughly enjoy it. And for the longest time, I was like, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. And for the longest time, we didn't pay for it. And then we finally got an account, and it was just like, this was after it came way down. Remember, it used to be like $24.99 a month?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. And then there was like, the routine discounts, student discount, this discount, that discount.
Right.
And, we got it, and I love it. Like, you won't catch me on Spotify. And your Google Play Music is gone now.
Right.
And what else is out there? I don't even know.
Yeah. As far as Tidal, we love it.
Yeah.
I mean, all the music in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just about.
Touch of a button.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love the platform. But as far as his moves, they're a little shaky to me.
Yeah.
Just to me, you know what I'm saying? They're a little shaky.
There's always something up with Jay when he's doing stuff like that.
Well, he's selling. The thing that I don't understand is, and this goes to every black owner, because once you start looking under the hood, and a lot of people do not understand business, so they look at numbers and say, oh, he got 300 million. Oh my God. Oh, he sold 50%, but what if his 50% that he sold he never had? That's a whole nother story. So, for somebody that's always black, you selling it to white people, which he just used on a song, you let these crackers, these are words from him. You let these crackers storm your building and you try to look at me, so we know we talking about white people, right? If I'm black, I'm not selling to anybody white to take the culture back. But that's the whole play. That's the whole play, to get everybody on that bandwagon to think that he owns these things for you to support it. And once you support it, all of a sudden you don't care about that it's this white guy that he spoke so badly about. And they're crackers and I ain't giving it back to the white man. Why do you build a business to sell it? Now, in the business world, this makes sense to me. Because really everybody build business to build equity in anything. House, car, sneakers, everything. You build equity in things and then you sell them. Because what else can you do with them, right? But me, myself, I have a big business. I'm not selling shit. If it's making money, we're going to struggle through it all until we see the other side of it.
When you have so many other businesses.
Absolutely.
You know.
It makes no sense.
You got other things like Ace of Spades and weed companies. And what was the name of the company he sold it to?
Which one?
The
Ace of Spades?
No, the title.
It was called Square. Square. I don't want to say Squarespace because I don't think that's it.
Not it.
It's something Square.
Okay.
You know, if you guys know, put it down in the comments.
Yeah.
But it's something Square. I know it was Jack Dorsey, which is Twitter's founder, owner, whatever. I just thought it was a weird move, and you know, as we peel back the layers of truth, because it's a lot of truth coming out this year, we'll understand later on what this deal meant for everyone, because they tell everybody, like, you getting a piece of 300 million.
Yeah.
So I just think
those types of things, I think they need to just.
It don't need to be told.
It don't need to be told. Like,
but they pandering.
When people hit, you know, the Fortune 500 and that stuff comes out, they can keep it.
Right.
When people are signing these huge deals, they can keep it.
Right.
If nothing that immediately affects society as a mass, we don't care. We don't need to know. Who cares if somebody makes the Fortune 500 list besides the people on the Fortune 500 list?
But why would they do that, right? Why is all that information ever given to you about somebody's pockets? But in life, we always say, don't be worried about nobody else's pockets. But society gives you people pockets to look at every day. I can Google right now somebody's net worth. Why?
Yeah.
Why would I care about somebody's net worth, right? Why should I be able to Google somebody and how much money they holding in their bank account? This is all to keep going, to keep you racing towards what they are. And what they are ain't even what they saying they is.
Exactly.
But again, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother topic. So that's a good move with Jay-Z, or you just don't, it doesn't matter to you. Doesn't matter to me either. Not yet. Definitely not now. It just makes no sense to me.
As a user of the platform of Tidal, because I don't care about the Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
You know, we just want to know what the new privacy laws are going to be, because you know, whenever you sign up on a platform, you gotta agree to whatever privacy terms, right?
That's a great point.
So what that's going to be, is it going to change the price? Is it going to change because if Jay-Z can sell that much, what did the artists who also bought into Tidal get? What did they do? Like,
thank you. I forgot to mention that, but you're right.
All those people at the table who signed on to be a part owner of Tidal.
So they saying Tidal was 297. He sold it for 297 million, right? But everybody had a stake in it, right?
Exactly.
So did he really end up with two? Why are they talking about him, but they're not thanking Usher?
Right.
And
Nicki Minaj and
J.
Rihanna and J. Cole. All these people.
Why are those people not talking about in the news? Because it's to pander to you.
So Jay-Z was the majority stakeholder. He sold his stake, which means if he's the majority holder, the new owner, Jack Dorsey, can buy out the other artists, and he will own the entire thing.
Yeah. Something about, like I said, I look into business and numbers a lot, and he sold some percentages earlier that people are forgetting about, like 33%.
Right? Then he's like overseas people.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, if you sold 33%, you don't have fit. Listen.
That rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, it gets a little weird. I mean, I don't care. I just thought it was news, so I brought it to y'all.
Yeah.
Next subject.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama interviewing D Wade's son, Zaza.
That's
Thoughts?
not his son now. That is his daughter.
Sadly. But what's your thoughts on that? We just looked at like a clip of, what's your thoughts on that?
You go first.
Nah, you go first.
Nah, you go first.
All right. Okay, so Michelle Obama, allegedly, people been calling Michelle a man
For a long time.
for forever.
Joan Rivers died because of it.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know what this world has come to. You know what I mean? Like I sit back sometimes and see things on the news and see people commenting, and it doesn't bother them. I think this just have become the norm. You could be whatever you want to be. If you are homosexual and you're older, cool. We still talking about, somebody that was being took to gay parades at 11.
10.
10. How old is
12.
right now?
Yes.
12 years old.
So we had to talk about this before.
Yeah.
Because
Terrible.
when that whole transition started, it was like, okay, first of all, the whole how you identify thing has been pushed so hard
Right.
that people who previously knew what they were, knew how they felt, had a sexual preference, because that's what half of homosexuality is. It just was like, it is what it is. Everybody keep moving about their life. But then they started this whole push with the LGBTQ community, and now it's all across every business, every platform. It's a governmental narrative now, and when the government gets involved in anything, you better know they got an agenda.
Yes. The whole thing is an agenda, for
Exactly.
sure.
So where I'm going is, for this young male, okay, because that's what he was born as.
Yes, the male.
To say that he wants an entire trans change to be a female.
Because that's the talk, him wanting to cut off his little nuts.
Yeah, he did. I think that was a few months ago.
Okay.
He wants to do this sex change at this age where you can't even make a decision to go to the doctor if you need to.
Listen, and if
and his parents are pushing it.
That's what's so dangerous about following celebs. This is what's so dangerous about allowing your kids, right? Kids' brain doesn't develop damn near till they. Some of these people brain don't develop till they 30-something. Like, real talk.
So you can. I forget what state it is, but I just saw it where they put into law, or they're trying to put into law, where children as young as I think 10 can make decisions about transgender, but you cannot drink, smoke, drive, vote.
Till 18. Well, 16, 18.
16, 18, 21.
Right.
But I can make an entire decision about my body. I don't get it. You gotta know it's something malicious behind that.
Well, it's something very sinister.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean. You don't, and that's what I'm saying. They're trying to push these kids. If you, I mean, somebody watching, a kid watching that and think it's inspiring, and it also ultimately takes the decisions out of the parents' hands, and kids like. Earlier and earlier, they're gonna be telling you what they want to do at 5.
Yeah, it's almost
at
like
6.
What's the point of having parents?
What's the
point?
This is their whole point.
Yeah.
Because they want to take the guidance. The thing about it, man, I always told people this. Society want to raise your kids, okay?
Yeah.
Society.
They want to make and mold them into
Yes.
whatever. Okay, it's just like brainwashing a child in another country to be a child soldier.
Yes.
right?
From when they born,
From when they born, you teaching them guns and violence and murder and killing and sacrificing themselves as child soldiers.
Right.
We're talking in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? What's the difference? You brainwashing them and promoting it. It's on every show. It's on every TV movie. It's on every platform where transgender, gender fluidity, I'm pansexual. It's just like, what? You know what I really want to know? I want to know what a homosexual male thinks about that.
What?
Because you can't tell me that homosexual males
yeah.
are thinking that for a young child, a young boy to have a sex change is okay.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. I just think this is being pushed in a direction. I'm telling you, if we don't awaken to who we truly are, the power that we truly have, in the next 10 years, I don't even know what it's going to look like.
Heterosexuality will be the minority. That's what it's going to be.
That's crazy.
It's going to be, I don't identify as a woman or a wife.
We can't even...
I identify as a human and a spirit and energy.
As a heterosexual male.
Yes.
I can't even say faggot.
Yeah, I know. Remember we was watching some movie?
Yeah.
We were watching a movie and they were saying that shit all up and down.
Yeah, but the power that they've given, homosexuals nowadays is ridiculous to where men, and this is the thing. That's why I say men ain't even men no more. Cause it's like, okay, for instance, people actually look at Dwayne Wade as being an incredible father.
Yeah.
And listen, he's an incredible father. But if I come from a age, I'm checking my kids. You get smart with me. You're trying to, everything to me when we was growing up, you're being grown. Fuck being a homo. You're being grown. Who you talking to?
Yeah.
Why you slamming the door that you ain't never paid for? You don't tell me what you want to eat. This what we eating. You got something else?
Right.
You must got lobster money. Yeah. Well, that's where I come from. It's a moral standard.
Right.
It's just what's right. It ain't even that your parents trying to run you. No, they have brainwashed these kids to say, no. Your parents trying to run you, G. Yeah. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, back in our day, if you became homosexual, you did it when you was grown.
Listen, when I was in...
You did it by, you may have had that feeling, that thought, that all of that while you was young or a teenager. But you didn't come out to your parents until you was 18 out the house.
When you was in high school, was it any gay people?
Yes.
There was. Like out?
No.
See?
But you just knew. If it's
but see, I can accept that.
Right.
I can accept
that. It was a girl who usually dressed like a boy, but she also hooped on the basketball team.
Right.
You just kind of felt like, well, we've been going to school forever together. I never seen you with a boy.
I have no problems with that.
Mm-hmm.
I have no, and I thought back then, if you were gay or like the same sex, at least they had enough decency to be like, I don't know how this make anybody else feel.
But see, now the society will call us,
of course,
trying to censor them.
But they censor us. Don't they censor truth? Okay. They censor truth.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I need to stay closeted to keep you comfortable. That's what the argument was.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we're not saying that. We're not saying that at all. But I remember a time when it wasn't so flamboyant and thrown in your face.
Because it wasn't majority of people was not homosexual.
And if they were closeted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the majority beats out the 5 that is gay. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But now they push into what you just said. Mm-hmm. The majority would be homosexual. But I talked about this with my wife some years back and say, yo, babe, it's gonna come to a time to where people gonna be like, you ain't gay.
Yeah.
What? Who do that? Like, that's where it's going.
Now on this same topic, you remember when we talked about Biden signing the bill to say that men can participate in women's sports? The state of Mississippi reversed that and said it's illegal. And they will not allow any male to participate against women in women's sports.
Mm.
In the sense of
Makes sense to me.
Absolutely. It's like not everybody is on the agenda with all the. Listen, the total government in itself across America is not on one accord. Everybody ain't crooked. Everybody don't see things the Biden way or the Barack way or the Trump way. Everybody don't see things the same way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Biden who's all pushing the same agendas that Barack did, and then you got other governors and senators and state congressmen who are like, no, not in my state, you know. And it's crazy to think that people have rulings over states.
Yeah, I know.
Like Cuomo.
I know. I know.
New York and Newsom. It's crazy.
I know.
It's like.
It is.
It's like I'm the matriarch, but our kids got their own little houses.
The house is going. Yeah.
You know?
Yep. 100%. It's crazy, and that goes. So we both agreed that the Michelle Obama and Zaza interview.
Well, I mean, even in the clip we saw, it was just like, so what do you want to talk about? What do you want? What are you doing?
She said the book Becoming, which you have. I ain't trying to, but you have the book. Did you read any other book?
No.
You didn't read any other book?
I got the book for my birthday. Was it 2 or 3 years ago?
Maybe
Ironically, for that same birthday, I bought Gabrielle Union's book.
They was right there next to you.
So it's crazy that I bought both of those books. I did halfway read Gabrielle Union's book, We Need More Wine, or whatever it's called.
Right.
And then I was wanting to get through that book to get to Michelle's book.
Right.
You know, but then, so it had to have been like 2019, maybe, top of 19 or 18, whatever. But then in the process, and I started seeing all this extra uncovered truth. I could have burnt Michelle Obama's book. I keep it for decoration.
To hold that thought, so I just got to beam through. I just think breaking news. A bill from the representative of Arizona, a rep, a bill that's been passed through the House 51-1 today. If you're convicted of a child sex crime, trafficking, child pornography, production, distribution, you're going to prison for life.
And that's in Arizona.
Arizona is ready to put an end to human sex trafficking. Save our children. Now, the same, I love that. Let's give Arizona. Yes.
Amen.
Now, in the same sense of hashtag save our children, and we're talking about, now you see the duality of what's going on, guys. Maybe you don't understand. Okay, there's always a good and there's an evil. The same time that allegedly a man turned woman is talking to a young male that wants to be a woman, and then comes in Arizona saying about child pornography and trafficking and production and distribution, human sex trafficking and all, and hashtag save the children. So who's good and who's evil? This is about good and evil.
It is.
That's all this is about.
This whole matrix.
Yes, it's and y'all have to. That's why I say you have to open your mind of what's right. It ain't about, go ahead.
It ain't about keeping rights from people.
Thank you.
It ain't about holding you back from living your life. It's not about trying to keep you boxed in.
Right.
It's a very simple,
I thought
spiritual God thing. Okay,
yes.
You're either with God or you're not.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Now we know the Bible has been manipulated and my God, they've taken so much out of it to push the narrative of what they want. But ultimately, even if you stick with what the Bible says to this day, it says there's good versus evil, and it's on a spiritual level. And yes, God says, I accept all, love thy neighbor, blah, blah, blah. We can't judge one another, which we don't. It's just like, but how are y'all making that so gray to say that, they can be who they are, we're going to love them anyway? It's just, that's not what is saying. Again, they're using the Bible to manipulate and interpret on their own to push their own agenda, their own narrative. So we're not trying to hold people back. And if you looked at all the hashtag Save the Children hashtag has been censored too.
Right.
Because it was a big overhaul of everything Trump did while he was in office, just to take down pedophiles and child pornography and the biggest distribution ring that started overseas. And I seen a statistic that said America was the biggest consumer of child porn.
That's sad.
Sick. I think just last week we saw that they busted 37 people
in
Arizona.
That's not being talked about. And that's to me, that's the most alarming thing about us adults, right? That we can keep up with a celebrity and know where the party's at and know where the turn up is at and know that Atlanta is having an all-star game this weekend and we need to get there. Nobody is talking about the kids. Isn't that why we adults
because
obviously
people too lax, they only care about what they doing.
Okay, so hold that thought. So this actually goes
so deep.
It goes deep, but it goes right into our next topic.
Okay.
Parents. Why is everyone, and it's just my opinion, why is everyone so soft parenting these days? I don't know.
That can be an entire generational curse.
Explain.
Because how you were parented usually trickles down, right? Some of the ways that you've been taught, some of the discipline you had, you usually carry that over. Mm-hmm. If it didn't ruin you, it didn't harm you, you can't go outside or you got a whooping. Mm-hmm. It was like you, as an adult, you can reflect on that and be like, I'm glad.
Right.
I probably could have lost my life that day, or I could have been kidnapped that day. Who knows, right? I think these days, the generations of parents, let's see, who's having kids right now? How old are they?
Our ages, right?
No, we had kids.
Oh, right? Yeah, our kids like 18. Okay, you're right. We ain't really got no kids.
So the parents now are in their 40s.
Okay.
Their kids are in their 20s.
Okay.
Those kids are having kids.
The 20-year-olds.
But the 40-year-olds didn't do enough to lay the hammer down on the 20-year-olds.
Is that it? So that's what you think is going on?
I think it's a generational curse. I just think as time moves on, people have wanted to live their life different and better because the 40-year-olds' parents are 60 plus, right? Mm-hmm. Very restricted. They was happy just to graduate high school, maybe do something, and pass away.
Right.
You trickle that down, the 40-something, kind of in our age and a little older, we were exposed to different things, different platforms. Now we can, I don't know, they too busy worried about themselves.
The parents.
So it keeps trickling down.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We have very traditional ways of discipline. No phones, no social media. That is what's happening. Everybody is on that, and they've given these kids so much freedom because these things are available that the discipline becomes thin. It's like as long as you.
Right. So what gets a child in trouble nowadays? I'm just asking.
I have no idea because what's the discipline? Okay, you didn't do good in school. I'm gonna take your phone. Mm-hmm. Okay. They still got their Xbox. Still got laptops. They laptops.
Because everything they can communicate on now.
Exactly.
Even watches.
So now people, I think the line of how to discipline with what you're privileged with is so effed up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we can say we discipline because we never allow those things. We keep the same structure that we had. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have computers. We didn't have certain things where our communication was like broad.
Okay, that's
right.
Fair. That's fair.
you can't go outside. That's the way you were seeing your friends. So that was punishment enough.
Right.
These kids don't even want to go outside.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And parents also.
Yeah, I just...
Because hold on one more.
Yeah.
Because they'd rather the kid be out their face,
okay,
sitting down quiet somewhere,
okay,
than in their face trying to be raised.
Yeah. I just, you saying for like parents that's like around our ages, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're soft, right?
I'm saying the parents above and below us are soft.
It's soft.
So everybody in between is soft.
So my thing is, nothing's changed with right and wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that right is pretty clear, and I think wrong is pretty clear. I don't think those, no matter how society changes with a phone or any communication, I don't think right or wrong has like what that's
because
not right
these
no
kids
more.
are so manipulative.
But the parent. See what I'm saying is this.
But the kids are manipulative
Okay.
in the sense that I know how to make them feel bad.
Okay.
I know how to make them feel like I'm gonna hurt myself.
Ooh.
I know how to make them feel like they so privileged.
Okay.
That it's just,
So, but what changed? Okay, my parents or my parent. My father wasn't around. I didn't have no father in the household. It was just my mother, right? And a lot of things she could teach me so much, but you know how to treat a woman and stuff like that. But despite all of that, my mom still understood kind of what's right, what's wrong.
her favorite phrase. Right is
Right is right,
and
wrong is wrong. Every black mama in the world. I just don't understand if you still understand what's right and what's wrong, how does that not translate to the child? Like, you're the guider. Like, I'm not trying to run in. It's hard enough trying to run my life, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, as a man though, I still know what's right and what's wrong. Despite if the child, I don't care how my child feels when they're being corrected. I'm here to correct them. I think most parents are trying to look for this. I don't want them not to like me, right?
Right.
I don't want them to say that I'm a bad parent.
Because the kid is manipulative.
Who you gonna tell to? Who you gonna tell that to?
Whole social media.
So?
But parents care.
Why do you care?
I don't know. It's flipped, man. It's like the kids can run the parents.
Yeah, my mom. I guess social media did change that. It changed people's psyche.
It's like it gave the child a different level of a voice.
Yes.
Like now we on the same platform.
Yes.
Because I don't have to follow my mom. I don't have to follow my daddy and all of that.
Yes.
So it gave them a different level of voice and respect and understanding.
Yes.
Because I mean, how else? Why else would you not?
Yeah.
With certain freedoms comes discipline.
Absolutely.
It comes, if I'm gonna let you do this, this is the restriction. But kids want to feel like, oh, I'm left out because every kid around them is doing this.
Yeah.
And you look at that kid's parents, and they ain't doing shit.
But that's a strange thing. I used to try to pull that, because every child at some point try to pull what they seeing their other friend do. Yo, my friend, mama, like, they going over at the party doing a sleepover. What the fuck that mean for you?
That made my kids. I ain't they mama.
They got a bunch of stuff going on. You ain't finna be over there. The police, my mama had a whole plan.
Yep. You know, one of the things I heard was, no, because I guarantee you that girl gonna end up pregnant when she's 15.
And she did.
And she did. I'm sure.
And these things are still happening. It hasn't changed.
Still happening.
Like
the same risk, the same dumb antics.
But see, the 15-year-old that got pregnant by being fast then, little fast ass, right? That's what the women been saying. But now, the 15-year-old get pregnant, they like this. Oh. So, and I'm just,
my grandbaby.
It blows my mind. I'm saying, when did it change for right or wrong for you? Like now, if your daughter did that back in the day in '91, you was whooping her ass. You damn near had the baby. Damn near was lost that day. You found out that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Now it's rubbing the belly.
It was so much. You better not get pregnant under my roof.
What
I'm
changed?
Kick you out. I'm gonna kick you.
I'm old school.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, we're old school parents. If you're right, I'm upholding it. And then this is another thing. I ain't celebrating no mediocrity. Ain't nothing media like all that. Look what they did. I don't care. Okay, I done did that 20 times over. I'm not finna go tell nobody else you did it. I'm not finna go put it on I'm not finna go put on my son got an A+ in his spelling. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like,
good.
What are you doing so exceptional?
You're 12. You should know how to spell cat. Like, the mediocrity is holding these kids down and their level of thinking so low. So by the time they're 30 years old, they really thinking like a 15-year-old. You're like,
and that's why some of these 30-year-olds still act like they 20.
It's wild to me.
Or a teenager. It's ridiculous.
Celebrating goofy shit.
Yeah.
But it blows my mind.
But that's where they stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We are the exception. I can honestly, wholeheartedly say that. We always pushed and strived for more and better. We didn't have anybody to look up to as a couple to see how parenting should be. So we kind of went and created our own template as we went.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I remember this restriction when I was a kid. I turned out just fine.
Right.
I finished school. I did this. I did that. You the same way.
Right.
You had different street smart than I did, so you understood risks different.
Right.
These same people, that it can be a same couple, same age as us, grew up the same way, and they totally different. Yeah. Oh, y'all let them have a phone in case of emergency. What emergency? Why you don't know where they at? Why you don't know where they at? Case of emergency. Cause she want to be on the little gram. Well, do you understand?
Yeah, but that's
what is going on.
But that's why I said we celebrate mediocrity, and mediocrity is this. You know, he 10, he got an Apple phone. I just got him this little Apple phone and got all the accessories.
Why? That's a privilege. See,
I
think privilege now has been taken away and everything is standard. A Tesla is a standard car now for these parents. Where we all way back to, no, you're going to get this Corolla with the manual windows. Absolutely. And you're going to work your way up.
That's right.
Like,
all day long.
Why do I need to give you such privilege? Why,
all day long.
Why? Why do you need such grand things?
And it puts in these kids no hard work. And this is why these kids are depressed, right? Because they get to a certain age, and this is why they put themselves in situations and they find themselves broke, not learning anything, don't have no experience, and most of all, depressed. Right? Because there's no hard work to anything for any child. These kids, once they get 18, oh my God, now they want a mansion.
Now they feel
it used to be
entitled.
Just they get, oh, I gotta have this. If I ain't got this, I ain't popping. And it was like, man, we used to be like, yo, just having this I'm cool.
I don't think people really have grasped the psychological effects of children and even teenagers being on social media. Because you've increased your audience for people to see you and judge you so quick and fast that you never even got a chance to build up your own self-esteem.
Even your mediocrity is being celebrated.
Yeah, celebrated or put down to the fact where you feel like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, teenage suicide is so high right now, and it's not because of 2020.
Okay, how many times? See, you were bred way different, right? And you had to work where you at in life, mentally, spiritually, financially. You all had to work for it. I seen it, right? And I'm saying this for a female, right? I seen the work you had to do and you had to put in. Okay. Social media don't tell you the truth. Okay, social media is a complete fucking lie. Because how many kids that you know, girls that you know, popping social media, come to you in tears.
Broken.
Broke literally, no money.
Yeah.
messed up mentally, messed up spiritually, then it's not working. Because see, and that's what people don't understand. I can push some fake narrative to my kids all day long.
That's not a tangible accomplishment.
Right, because once you get out here, once you really get out here, most of these kids, they pop in, you got 20,000 followers following your ass to a Target associate.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the depression, because that's the world that they want.
Because the social media accomplishments do not translate into real life.
Thank you.
That is not a reality.
Yes.
That is not. Those people don't know you. They don't love you. They're not really rooting you on. It's fake. It's fake. Everybody might as well be a robot. And people just don't understand the psychological effects of social media.
It's really taking
I'm so
a toll.
thankful we were grown by the time social media came out.
Yes.
So grown. Like, it's like, I don't care. 2009 to 11 was when we jumped on, and it was just like so different than it is now.
And that's why I say it. I think I was talking about this with my brother, and I was just like, "Yo, man, social media used to make me truly mad. Like, it used to get so much under my skin. It's like, bro, I gotta come off it, because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the world. This is what they do in this world. Somebody had to tell me this. That's what they do, man. They lie, man. They be capping, and they be lying. And I know the people. See, I know the money you're making. I know that you a punk in real life, and you tough here, and you rich, and it's like, why they like? I never understood, because I thought you supposed to tell the truth on there. I just thought this,
Right, be honest.
You be honest, and if somebody inspired by it, then great. If somebody don't, okay, great. I didn't know that there was a whole nother character. I didn't understand social media like that.
And it got so wicked, people needed followers. They bought them. They bought them.
Yes.
Remember
that? Yes.
Buying views and followers.
Yes. Follow for a follow, like for a like.
Like for a like used to be a whole hashtag.
Yeah. It's crazy. And I feel like they have put us one with technology. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is back to the original point, why human and sex trafficking is so high.
Yes.
Because everybody is accessible.
Yes.
And all these young girls and boys are being tricked to meet these people, to connect with these people, to chat with these people. And it is just, it's a setup. It's a setup to kidnap, molest, sell, traffic you.
Yeah.
And your ass end up in Russia somewhere.
Right.
But no, it's not gonna happen to me, because I be knowing. That's what you do. I be knowing that. I don't be in that. I remember being on the computer when I was 12. And my daddy, this was when Gateway Computers was out, and my daddy was in a chat room with a woman, and we were still in St. Louis. And I just remember him telling me to, go say hello. I don't know how long he been chatting with this woman. I don't even know if he ever met the woman.
But he told you go say?
Yeah, he was just like, I guess he was just chatting and saying like he got his daughter this weekend and shit like that. And he's like, just go and say hello and chat. And I was just like typing it. That is wild to me. It's wild. Like AOL chat rooms and all that.
Now it's
now it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's still
abnormal to me.
The risk now is even greater than it ever was.
Yeah, man.
Because half of them got your location now.
Hold to wrap this segment up. Hold your kids as long as you can possible with the mind frame of creating, doing, and loving themselves without getting any type of spotlight to the outer world. Hold on to that. Build that up in the house as much as you can. As much as you can, build it up, because I'm telling you guys, y'all are setting y'all kids up for complete failure, destruction, and
insecurity.
The world is insecure, but the insecurity be incredibly high. I see it all the time. It'd be stupid high. Be like, you just came out the house. What was your parents? I mean, you just got out. Why are you this insecure?
Yeah.
Why? But like I say, you know, the lies come from the parent being soft. Because even if you're not say you playing basketball. My son played basketball, and like I say, we look at movies like that, and the dad be like, they look at the dad like, oh, my dad is just. Your son can be terrible, but I build this fake character up in himself, like, yo, you Jordan. Now, that's okay to son, but if he's like, yo, son, you trash.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna show you some pointers and teach you, and that's what the working hard is.
Right.
Yeah, you're not gonna be good today. I start tomorrow and I'm just better than everybody. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. You're trash. But
and if it don't work out after I done talked
it's
to
fine.
you, then we're gonna say we're gonna try something different.
We're gonna try something different.
It's okay.
That puts a hard work into a kid, and the kid will stay silent. They won't be boastful. They won't be, I'm better than, and you looking at him and you get him on the court, you be like, what kind of trash? Like, your daddy said you was going to Duke. Yeah. You ain't going to Duke Elementary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
be honest with your kids.
Just be honest.
They need the criticism.
It's okay because they're going to get it anyway.
They're going to get it anyway, and they're going to get it way harsher than you going to get it.
Anyway.
Or give it.
Yeah. That's that segment. You know what I'm saying? Next segment, we watched it last night. Coming to America. What you think? 2. Coming to America 2. What did you think?
I think it was okay.
Honesty.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool?
It was cool.
You gonna watch it again? We're gonna watch it tonight because it was so good.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I said it was cool.
Okay.
And why I say it was cool, because I went into it.
One word. And then you can explain. One word you would give Coming to America 2. Review. You got one word.
What would you give it?
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got it. You got so many words.
Exactly.
One word that sums that whole movie up.
Aight.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And I say that because I went into it knowing it wasn't going to be like the first one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first one has...
It's hard to follow that up, yeah.
Right. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have been if they hadn't have tried to bring it so into 2021.
Okay.
You know, it's like, okay, we get it. It's 30 years later. The picture even looked different. It was... Okay. It was just... But it was okay. It was alright.
It was just alright.
Yeah, it was alright. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, y'all need to see.
Right.
That ain't it.
Right.
It's like, if you see it, you see it. Don't go out and buy Amazon Prime because you want to see it.
Right.
You know, like...
Yeah, we already had it.
Definitely would see it on bootleg.
Yeah. So, one word I would give it is lackluster.
Okay.
It's okay movie. I'm not thrilled about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, one thing that we have to stop doing in today's movie, we really put a whole lot of entertainment, and they what this is a word you used last night, that they, and I agree, modernized it. To the point to where it became lackluster, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
all of the extraness of
it was a little extra.
The dancing and singing, they could have kept that.
Yeah.
You know, even Wesley Snipes was like really
over the top.
It was like, this isn't what's the movie he played in on Netflix? Dynamite. Right.
Yo,
he was in that, right?
Yo, you have you been noticing lately?
Wesley Snipes.
A little sugar.
Yeah.
More sugar than I've seen him in.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Wesley
Snipes.
Passion 57 Wesley.
Yeah.
Disappearing Act Wesley. Blade Wesley.
Yeah. No, now he all like.
He real spicy these days.
He's saucy.
He's real saucy. I don't really like that.
But all of that, it didn't need to be a theatrical movie. It's not Moulin Rouge. Like, it should have been more dialogue. I liked the first one because it was like, Eddie Murphy singing because he was in love, and it was really like a authentic kind of I'm in euphoria. I love this girl. Right. This was like planned. Let's come in like we a fraternity. You know, like how is this a military army and everything's about? Ooh, I mean, I thought they was doing a step show.
Yeah.
That part was lame. Even the Tiana Taylor part was over the top.
Even the part when he was dying was a little bit over the top to me. And the way they made
Salt and Pepper and In Vogue came. Let's have my funeral while I'm alive, only for you to die.
And then the way he died, it was just like him sitting there, and then he just fell asleep.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, maybe y'all didn't have enough money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It wasn't it. It was cool. It was cool for what it was worth. But
what parts did you like?
Man. I like the barbershop scene. I always like when they
classic scene.
When they bring the old man back in. Like that. And my man Tracy Morgan. Tracy's funny to me. So, Tracy Morgan little part was funny. When he was trying to get the job.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
Yeah, that part was kind of.
That's because Tracy Morgan was being himself.
That's normally to me. That's why I probably do like him.
Yep. I didn't mind the son's part when he got to Africa.
Right.
It looked like a good, genuine movie when he was talking to the barbershop chick.
Right.
Or when they was walking.
Right.
But the whole rapidness of him falling in love with her and then fleeing to America was kind of like, what?
Right.
Y'all should have made some time pass or something.
Absolutely.
Like 6 months later. I don't know. It just was too fast. It was just way, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen one, okay. You are in the realm of 2020 movies.
If you haven't seen one, you definitely got to go see one then too.
No. I think if you haven't seen one, you will like to.
Because two is introducing you to something new.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's modernized.
Right.
If you've seen one, you're going to be disappointed.
Absolutely.
You're going to be like, what's this? I would have even liked Mr. McDowell to be in there more.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He got two shots.
Yeah. So rating it from 1 to 10.
1 to 10, let's rate it from 1 to 5.
No, 1 to 10. This is like you ain't making it past 5.
Exactly.
I gave it a 4.
4, exactly.
Yeah, it's a 4. I mean, but you may, that's not to say, you guys not even watching it yet. You guys, like you say, you may watch it, you may love it. You know what I'm saying? It's just us coming up and seeing 1, 2 was lackluster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next topic, which is our last topic.
Oh.
I know y'all hate it. Nike. Did I just spit?
Did you?
Did y'all just see that? Act like y'all see it. I could have swore I did that. You ever talk and some spit? Anyway, it's kind of nasty. Nike VP stepping down because her son was caught reselling Nike sneakers. Are you surprised?
No.
You're not surprised.
So do you mean her son was caught reselling Nike sneakers as a hype beast person?
Yeah, pretty much. So selling them for, of course, resale is a lot higher price than retail. So
right.
He was caught. Somebody pointed him out. The VP just resigned and she didn't get fired. She stepped down.
That's what they do.
Yes. So, what's your thoughts on that?
There's so many layers. I think
there's a lot of layers.
We use layers a lot in these podcasts.
Right, because we introducing a lot of these things and people don't know our thoughts, so we have to there's a lot of layers. We got to peel it back, right. Yeah, a little bit.
So let's look at the overall story. The Nike VP decides to take accountability for her grown son for selling sneakers.
Right.
Nike sneakers.
Right.
If this was his own collection, then why would she have to step down? Right. So I'm the heir to, not even the heir. She just the vice president.
She is the VP, yeah.
So, I get employee discounts, blah, blah. We get samples, we get free sneakers, blah, blah, whatever. Right. I'm giving all that to my son. Why would my son get caught on social media selling
caught
something that I give to him, he benefits from, I'm the VP.
Who caught him?
That's not even the first question. The first question is, where's the wrong? Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's none. If this is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, the second question is, who caught him? Nobody caught him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how I'm perceiving this
Right.
is markets are crashing. That's a different podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Nike cannot supply this woman on the back end with her son who was benefiting on a major financial level.
Mm-hmm.
We need to trickle it down. Somebody got to step down. You know how you hear like CEOs or CFOs resigning from their own companies.
Right.
You had no wrongdoing, we're just going to resign. No, something came up to where you need to take the fall for it, and before we have to do this huge PR stunt, you're just going to step down.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If there was no wrongdoing, then there would be no stepping down.
Mm-hmm.
However, she was funneling something. Nike was funneling and funding something that made it fall back, and somebody pointed it out. Some layers got peeled.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, we got to let you go because this is about to hit the fan.
Okay.
Plus, our stock is crashing.
Okay.
So if you resign and we give you severance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most time people can resign, get severance, and be gone with their money.
Mm-hmm. Then
the company doesn't have to absorb the loss of whatever your position was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a lot of...
It's a lot of layers.
It's like playing chess.
It's
with
definitely
that.
chess. Yeah.
Well, what do you think? What do you say?
When I first seen it, I'm a numbers guy. Like, I mean, I know that resellers are literally making a living and making a killing. You know, I buy this robot for $3 and I sell it to you for $30. Right? Profit on that, the profit margin on that is a lot. And I got 150 of these. And they going like hotcakes. Right? So the whole story in itself, no one got caught. I just think of this all goes back to resources. This all goes back to the stock crashing, which you mentioned, right? This is for you, the viewer. This is all for viewership. Understand why stories are put out, right? And understand that they need you to know before they actually do something about something, right? And it's almost like a fair warning. You ever heard that? Mm-hmm. But you don't. They're not telling you I'm doing this because of stock crashing. But if y'all been paying attention, what else? We going. This all wraps into Nike. What crashed? Crypto. That went down, right?
It went down.
What else? What else?
Yeah, the stock market in itself.
Stock market in itself. People that they told you. Think about the stories now. People that they were telling you about using fake stuff to get unemployment, right? Right, fraud. Fraud is going on. So fraud's going on. Crypto's falling. Nike just told you that they stock hasn't went down, but Nike just told you that the VP. Now that's a big.
Wasn't it something about them funding the apps?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was about them funding a lot of the apps, right? Which I don't think that they gotta have that, right?
But if they're behind these so-called hype beast accounts,
right?
Nike is the funder.
Right.
Have anybody ever wondered why you can't get that rare Nike sneaker on Nike.com?
Right.
When you the maker?
Right.
Right?
Right.
So all these apps, Gold, Sneakers, what's the other one? StockX, all
because
of them.
Nike should not supposed to be a reseller. Nike is the retailer.
Right.
And this is the only reason they're doing it this way, for they won't be looked at as the bad guy. So they created all these other companies to bust you over the head because
Nike.com cannot sell a pair of red Jordan 1s for $1,500.
For $1,500, they can't do that. Right. They are retailer. They're not reseller. The word is everything, right? So they just funnel these other companies, which is Sneakers App, GOAT, what else? StockX. They are Stadium Goods. All these places that we know of, even the places, Cool Kicks down in LA.
There's a percentage, man. You gotta.
Where's these guys getting? Who got just everybody just sitting around? You sitting around, somebody saying, I've seen Cool Kids go to somebody's house literally and said, we're spending $150,000 a day with this guy. This guy got 300 pairs of Jordans that just dropped. Where would he get that from?
Exactly.
What like, that's obvious, right? But now, this is what I tell you. What do all this mean? It's cutting you out. They don't. You're gonna still go. It was some kicks that dropped today.
Yep.
You're gonna still go to go get them.
Yep. Oh, it was already trending. That's how I saw it. It was trending with the sneaker app.
Right.
Cop or did you catch an L today?
Right. So everybody's saying.
It's always a theme. Like.
So everybody's saying now is, now that that's out, I should be able to get any sneaker now because we busted the culprit that was getting off. It's not him. It's the app that you're trying to get it off of. That's funded also.
It's a simple buyer's
they just killed
strategy.
What they did was kill anybody that doesn't work with Nike under the table. That's all they did.
Maybe because I don't think the mass population has caught up with it yet.
Who?
The people who still are trying to do these raffles and catch the sales.
But for the small guy that doesn't know Nike, what does it do with his sneaker? If this just showed me that this guy was taking all the sneakers, what does it do for the little guy? You can't sell me something that I know now that they was taking. So you trying to sell me saying this sneaker is $1,500, right? I can just go on the app.
But the app is still not making it available. That's what I'm saying. The result of the VP and all of this hasn't trickled down yet. And I say
it's
that
coming.
It should be coming.
It's coming.
It should be, but I don't think it's gonna hit yet. It's not gonna catch the wave. People, okay. If I say I got, all right, these dropping. These are dropping on the website, right? HeatherBeNice.com. They dropping on HeatherBeNice.com on Sunday. I give you an option to do a raffle. So now I'm already making it seem like I have limited quantities.
Of course.
So none of the apps ever say how many quantities they have, right? I'm just making you think we have limited quantities. What I'm going to do on the app is only release a quantity of 2. So that by the time 701 hits, it's already gone. When really... Because have you ever looked at the hashtag or looked down the list to be like, man, I couldn't cop them. Man, I didn't get them. You see like 400 people who say they didn't get them, but the people on YouTube magically got them.
They was magically sensitive.
Exactly.
They work with Nike.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. Nike cannot, it's illegal to be for a retailer to resell you something.
People need to stop falling for the okie doke.
Yeah, like it's to cut, to me, it's to cut the middleman out.
Man.
To me, it's just to cut them completely out the motherfucking game. And for them, also, it's also going into the whole stock thing. The whole stock crashing. Slowly but surely, everybody has been stealing money. They showing you this. Everybody is doing something fraudulent everywhere. A CEO that stepped down. This person that stole. They just said a bank gave away $900 million mistakenly. I didn't try to wire them that. And the judge said, well, legally, you can't take it back because you wired them that. That's not their fault. A bank. Citibank, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Citibank, actually. They keep showing you, see, and I say I'm a numbers guy. They keep showing you all these numbers. Yeah. So when the stock crash, it makes sense to you. Yeah. Because we said, man, we have been fucking over.
They call it slow programming.
Yes, it's definitely programming you.
Desensitizing you to the actual event.
Yes.
So I gotta feed you little bitty bits and pieces and breadcrumbs.
And this, why do people, and this goes on to the sneaker thing, why do you want that sneaker? Now, I see everybody that say they sneakerheads. Everybody. Yeah. I'm a sneakerhead. Because, you being a sneakerhead, they show they little wall, they little sneaker box. It's all hype. It's the last 2 years of your sneakers is hype. You're not a sneakerhead. You value what you think other people can't get.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
That's the only reason you want. If I say it's only 7 of these in the world, you want to be one of the 7 that's gonna have this.
Yeah.
If I tell you it's a zillion of these in the world,
exactly.
Whatever. I get it when I get it.
Because people don't think for themselves.
You see what I'm saying?
People are sheep.
You are programmed to be the consumer that they want you to be, not the consumer that you want to be.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's so crazy, and now everybody thinking, oh man, since that, I should be able to get the sneaker because we got the culprit that was taking the sneakers. No, goofy.
Nope.
It's a misdirection. It's like, oh okay, but some people still call L's today. Why is that?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How did you catch an L? They got the culprit, right?
If all the suppliers go away, like the resellers should not legally even be able to sell you something that's above retail value.
Listen.
That makes 0 sense.
They did it. They hustled everybody.
Yep. They have been for years.
They've been doing it forever. Because now the person that's buying a $700 sneaker that the retail was $120, and you bought it for $7. What he's thinking like now? Man, I can resell this sneaker that I got on for $700. That I got for $700. I can sell it for $8. I can wear this shit a couple times. They ain't gonna care. They gonna buy this for $800. Now he's making a living.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's making, and it's not too many people that's making. Don't get it. All these people on YouTube, don't get it messed up. All these people are not making no money. And a lot of these people, everybody don't have a relationship with Nike. Nope. And I'm gonna tell y'all, the people that be buying them sneakers, a lot of these people buying them sneakers from, they're getting very, very good with fakes. They're getting very, very good with fakes. They'll show you a wall of fakes. UA, we call them. They call them UAs.
For the people, what's UA?
What is it? I forget.
Unauthentic.
Yeah, there you go.
Or unauthorized. I don't know.
Yeah, like, and then the fakes used to be where the Jordan used to be, like Jordan damn near laying it up. We knew them fakes.
Yeah, no, they better.
Now it'd be like, oh yeah, see right here, this stitching got 4 and this stitching got 3.
Well, I see one that said, well, if the K and the E don't touch,
yeah, if it don't touch, it's a fake. Who watching your sneaker like that?
Who looking that hard?
Because nobody's looking at it.
When anybody's looking at a shoe and they walking past and they think it's dope, it's the colorway and it's the number.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's that swoosh. If you got this swoosh, you good.
We not like, oh damn,
hold on, come
that
here.
swoosh come
here. Nobody's doing
1 centimeter past where it's.
Nobody's doing that.
Especially when you got the shoe surgeon.
Yeah.
The shoe surgeon can literally make
anything.
He has an entire factory.
I wanna know when the stock crash and when everything's available, what do you feel like? What is the shoe people that love sneakers and buying all the hype? What you gonna feel about all them sneakers you bought? You got $15,000 worth of sneakers that ain't worth shit there.
Yeah, that's worth $700.
That's a dangerous game, man. Y'all can play it. You know, I play what I can play in. I play the game that I can play. If I can get a sneaker and I can resell it for even half of the price I sold it, and that's mainly because I'm just not wearing a sneaker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not because I'm really trying to make a living on it. Because I think that's just, it's terrible. I think the resale game is terrible. They should have got rid of that. Like what sneaker, what?
Not only the sneaker game,
right,
but like the Supreme, the Baby,
all that shit,
all of that,
all that shit,
gone.
All that shit. In a couple years, that shit ain't gonna be worth nothing, man. You're just gonna have a bunch of that shit in your closet.
What make your cotton and box logo different from this cotton and box logo?
People just, hey, listen, man. It's all about the hype. It's all about the hype and being able to resell and somebody knowing.
Yep.
Like, cause you could pay retail, right? Mm-hmm. You could have been the first person, like, man, I can't believe I got this sneaker. But then the sneaker, the Yeezys just came out today. They look like balled up, yo, and they sold out. Now you think about
they sold out because they only made 10 copies.
But
don't it be weird though? Like what's available, even if you go on all the apps, mm-hmm, what be available will be such limited, and then they don't even sell them in like toddler, right? Mm-hmm. But then all the celebrities' kids got them.
Yeah, they send it to them.
But it's like, why you didn't make that as a general release?
And they do what they want.
I don't know.
consume, work, praise us, repeat.
Yep.
That is pretty much it, man.
This is the Yeezy.
That's the It looked like a balled up marshmallow.
The Yeezy 450 Cloud Whites sold out in under a minute.
Under a minute.
Because they literally made one available. Literally. And that mentality of fear of missing out is what drives people to be like, next time, man, I'm looking for whoever. And then the people who actually got them sent will act like they caught a W and then resell it to young people.
Yes. It's all about, that's why they pander to you guys.
Man.
They ain't sell out. They could have just said that. That's just a story. That's why I say it.
Exactly.
It's just for your what I just say, not censorship, your viewmanship. It's just to take in what they're trying to sell you.
Yep.
If I tell you something sold under a minute, not one sold. I just send it to the celebrities. They're gonna get you to go buy them, right? They did us like that when the Jordan 6s dropped. We're gonna do
Oh my God.
So when the Jordan 6s dropped, now and again,
the original infrareds.
The people don't like. I'm a real sneakerhead. If the sneaker's dope to me, I'm getting it. I don't care how much. It could be $20, dog. I'm getting that. I don't care about, yo, man, they gonna say that. It's fire to me. I'm getting it. Now, but when the Jordan 6s dropped, this is a Jordan that I did not have when I was a kid. Everything is nostalgia for me at this point in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have it, but it gotta. If I gotta have it, it gotta be truly dope to me, right? So the 6s dropped, and I needed it. I'm like, yo, we gotta get these. So when they dropped, I think the day they dropped, you bought them in the store. It was the same week that they dropped.
They dropped the 9s and the 6s back to back.
Right. We copped the 9s.
Yeah. No, I copped the 9s. I don't think you got them.
Yeah, I got them.
You got them?
Yeah, we both got them.
We copped the blue and white 9s.
Right.
Or was they black and white?
No, it was blue and white.
Right. And then a week later they dropped the 6s. And you was like, F this 9, I'm going to get the 6s. I had 9s, I want the 6s.
Yeah.
Never had them.
Yeah.
And me being the loving, matching wife that I am, I was like, oh, because I really wanted the 9s from when he had the 9s.
Right.
But I never had, I did have 9s when I was 17.
Yeah, you did. You had the black and
before I knew what
the numbers was. Yeah, we didn't go by numbers when we was kids.
No,
it was just the next Jordans.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Right. So, you got the 6s. I ordered the 6s because they didn't have them in stock in my size, and it was like best thing we did.
Right.
They made it like it was so limited.
Right.
Right. And then, what was it? A month later.
So yeah, basically the same week we exchanged the shoe. You went to go get yours. It was a little bit of difference in the sneaker, the 9s and the 6s as far as retail.
Not for me.
It was a complete switch?
Yeah, it was a complete switch.
Was it?
Yeah.
No money? Okay.
No,
okay.
I got a baby foot.
Mine was a little different.
Yeah,
I think it was like there was $190 I think for the 9s, and then it was like $220 for
the 6s. Right.
So it's a couple dollar difference.
Still retail.
Right, still retail. She buys it at the store. I had to order mine because they was out of 12s. I said, yo.
Did you order yours or I order mine?
No, you bought yours out the store, and I had to wait, and I had to order mine because they didn't have 12.
Right.
And I was like, okay, cool. When we hit, it's like you thought you hit. Like you thought, oh shit.
Yeah.
They're available? Okay, cool. We buy them, right? We buy them. I get the sneaker. I said, these is done. You thinking the sneaker's done. You actually kind of sometimes want a sneaker to be done.
Yeah.
Right? Sneaker's done. 3 weeks later, they do another release.
Yep.
I said, wait a minute. If you was gonna release it again, I could have just waited.
Exactly.
I could have got both sneakers if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I could have just copped the 9s and then got the 6s, right?
Yep.
Everybody rushed to do that. They's like, oh, because I don't know what's going. They brought them out again. They brought the 6s out three times.
Yeah.
In the same year.
Yep. Crazy.
Every time they sold out.
Yeah. No, for a while they sat.
They sat?
We went to sheet.
Oh, it got to be like the third time. They definitely
still
was sitting.
We was like, how that still on stock?
Yeah. Sneaker game is a effed up game, man. Get out of that shit. If you try to make a living, I'm telling y'all right now, if you're not with Nike,
right.
Go ahead and try to sell whatever you can sell, because when the shit go down, you're just gonna have a gang of shoes in your crib. I'm telling you.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now. But yeah, you got anything else to add to that? That's it?
That's it.
All right. Well, that's it, man. We enjoyed y'all this morning.
I'm gonna go get some tea.
Go get some tea. I am your boy Nemo.
I'm your girl, Be Nice.
And this is
Podcast is great.
episode 5. I see y'all on episode 6.
Facts.
Why this keep me up last night? Why that keep me up?
That could be so much.